Hey guys, Moose here. Welcome to another episode of Moonlighter. Got a lot of stuff to talk about today. It is nighttime, however, we need to go out. Let's throw some stuff up for sale first. Nothing appears to be organized at the moment, which is fine. I'm not super worried. If I remember correctly, we just finished the dungeon, which makes me confused as to why it's nighttime if that's the case. Oh well. I think every single thing we have on the shelves right now is like at the price that it sells at, typically. But it's nighttime, so we're gonna head out again. So, I know this is probably something that I should be discussing in the Life is Feudal episodes because more people watch those, it's more relevant to those people. Right, were we on the boss? We are on the boss. But yeah, I have a lot of stuff that I want to talk about. Yeah, we were, I think. Okay. Alright, well we got plenty of money to spend on potions, so that's fine. I'll just make all of these. So, what I wanted to talk about, basically what it boils down to, is YouTube stuff. So, I haven't really been consistent over the last week, ever since I went on PTO, which is time off. I haven't really been... Oh, okay, I can just do this. I should do one of these. This will be... yeah, do this one. That's fine. I haven't really been consistent with uploads during this time, and I apologize for that, but there's a lot of things that kind of came together and made that happen. So I'll start with the first one, which I may have to stop this conversation mid, for the boss fight, just so I can focus. But you ever, like, you're running and, while you're running you feel alright, you can keep running, sprinting, whatever it may be, but then you stop, you slow down, and you're done. You can't continue. You don't have it in you to continue anymore. You're just exhausted completely and utterly. I really, really didn't want that to happen, and I'm kind of bothered by that now. Okay, well we just lost 5 of our potions, so that's regrettable. That's alright, we probably had extra. So, pretty much the easiest explanation that I can offer for at least part of why I kind of stopped... I didn't stop uploading. I'm kind of mad that hit me. I didn't stop uploading, but that I kind of slowed down quite a bit and didn't put too much out over the last week. Couldn't see shit. Is basically, it boils down to that kind of thing where I had been sprinting for the last several months between, and it's not really YouTube that made me sprint, it was really work. I dodged that. It was really work that was causing the problems. I was extremely stressed, I was extremely tired. And it was fine to continue as long as I just kept running, I wasn't going to be able to go too much longer at work, and I actually nearly applied for another job, which is something that I talked about, because, well, one, it was a job that I want to do, to be honest, but just partially it was because I was just so tired, and I like my job that I have right now, but when there's only so much you can accommodate from an exhaustion standpoint, and I don't think another job would necessarily be better. I think this is kind of the way things work when you're here in the Bay Area, and I think that's a good thing because it challenges me and it gives me an opportunity to be better, because I actually I could be doing more to make my job easier for me. Okay, that was not really avoidable. There's things that I could have been doing to improve my life by developing tools that would make my job easier, and I put it off. And I could have found time to do it, and if I had, I wouldn't be as stressed. So I'm not saying, oh, my employer's so terrible, it's all, you know. Okay, I'm out of potions? That's horrible. I'm gonna die, probably. Yeah, I'm probably almost certainly dead. Oh god, I can't see that at all. Yeah, okay. I thought I might be able to roll through that, but I was unable. I think retrying doesn't actually help me, but it might be... That doesn't actually help me. Well, we'll try to get low again. Change weapons there. Anyway, yeah, the general idea here is my job isn't 100% the problem. Yes, it's a high-stress job, and that's a factor, but I could be doing more to make it easier on myself, and that's on me, ultimately. It's on no one else except me. And I'm fine with accepting that responsibility. But the fact remains, if you're sprinting like that and you're really putting yourself under a tremendous amount of stress and hauling ass to get things done, suddenly you get a break and you get to rest, and it's really hard to stop. And I actually think that specifically has put me in a position where now I'm actually playing FF14 a lot, which is an MMO which involves a lot of grinding, as most or all MMOs do, and I've put a lot of time into grinding, and I think I can honestly attribute that to I don't totally feel comfortable just stopping. Like, I need to keep doing something that's kind of like repetitive high stress, and FF14 is the closest I have to that, other than just literally taking out my work laptop and working. So I've been doing that, but it kind of, outside of that, it's been really hard for me to do recording or streaming, or even streaming has been not super comfortable this last week. So that's kind of where it went from my perspective. Just from the variables that have to do with me specifically, I guess. That's not 100% the case. Anyway, that's one of the variables. The other aspect of this is that a while back, it was like a few weeks ago, I explained, like, the YouTube situation is pretty much completely terrible, and YouTube is not in any way beneficial to me at this point, and I just got an achievement for Exterminator. I'm gonna assume that has to do with defeating enemies. But yeah, just to recap all that, basically, there's no benefit to doing YouTube for me. Everything I'm doing on YouTube is purely for the benefit of YouTube. I haven't seen viewership transition from YouTube to Twitch. I haven't seen any money from YouTube because they disabled monetization, and I've mysteriously been sitting just below the threshold to get monetization back, which is easy to go conspiracy theorist on, but I've said before, probably not. It's probably just me. I'm not going to blame YouTube for my lack of subs, though they're certainly not helping at this point. But more than that, YouTube has been really clearly making a point to not have any desire at all to work with anyone who's not massive. And that ranges from the monetization changes, that has to do with, what do I want to send home here? Is this even worth any? Yeah, it's worth a fair bit. Just because I'm not going to stack that with anything, I might as well get rid of it. Is there anything that I'm actually going to be able to stack? Maybe these guys? And then we'll, like, send home... I'll send those home. I'm not going to be able to stack either of those, but it's fine. There we go. That was a good chest. So there's the monetization changes on YouTube, and there's a lot of other stuff going on too with... yeah, I mean, you can pretty much... Anyone who does videos on YouTube is bitching about it right now, so you can pretty much figure all that out for yourself. The list of things that they've done that are super dickish and like... Oh, we care, but maybe not actually. Like, I honestly have no idea what ads are running on my channel, because there are ads running on my channel, even though I don't see a penny for them. I now have no say in the matter either. YouTube just will run them, and that's what I meant when I said I was interning for YouTube, basically, because they're not paying me, I am doing work, and they are profiting off me. Which I'm not happy about. Especially considering that I had monetization previously, and they seem to have decided that, no, I'm not allowed to do that anymore. But they've been, this isn't, it's easy to blame YouTube for this, and I think they definitely share some of the blame in this, but it's not 100% their fault, I don't think. It's kind of just the way advertising works, but they've been running ads for anti-gay groups and stuff like that, opposite LGBT... Am I getting that acronym right? God, I haven't said that acronym in so long. I actually have no idea if I'm saying that correctly. I think it's LGBT. It has to be, right? Anyway, they've been running anti-gay ads on top of LGBT content. So it's one thing if it, like, an ad for a product, for the most part, is fairly benign, right? Like, there aren't that many products that you could, like, advertise on any particular type of content that could really be seen as a problem. Like, best case scenario, you'd get some kind of, like, weird, like, oh, that's an unfortunate comparison, or unfortunate little entanglement that they probably didn't foresee. That kind of a thing you would expect. God, I'm getting wrecked here. You don't typically see, like, when you think of advertising, it's easy to not think of politically motivated advertising. And when you look at it in that context, you look at that kind of advertising happening against someone's videos, or on top of someone's videos when they explicitly, absolutely do not agree with the content of the advertisement, and in fact are ideologically opposed to the content of that advertisement. That's a problem. And it's not as simple as just saying, well, you know, the people who wanted to run those ads checked the right boxes to say that they wanted their ads to run on a channel that had LGBT content. That's not really good enough. You can't just say, well, that's what they wanted, so we're doing it, because it's at that point it's more nefarious than just running ads, you know? Like, that's kind of a... I don't even know what you would call that, really, but that's not okay. Like, that kind of targeted advertising against groups like that to you know, gain, not political points, to benefit politically from basically deliberately offending people is really not something that I think... I can't say whether or not Google's okay with it. I would assume that they probably are, because they're doing it, but they haven't really been... I haven't been following it super closely, so it's hard for me to speak to specifics about how they've handled it and why it's bad, but I gather that they have not handled the situation well at all. And that's ultimately what I'm getting at here. So, there's a lot of situations like that that just make it difficult to say, yeah, let's go record some YouTube videos. Yeah, let's go make some content for YouTube. So, from a motivation standpoint, at this point, to me, it's like, one, I'm exhausted, and that's a temporary thing, but as a longer-term thing, it's really, really difficult to feel like YouTube is a place that I really want to be that much. And this has changed, like, maybe I was just not paying attention before I started this channel, but I'm running it like 2 years now. I'm almost 2 years on the day. It's sometime in July, I think. I have to look it up, but I've been doing this for a while, and not as long as a lot of people. Why do I always hit the wrong button for that? Oh, that's 2K. I want to keep that. That one's 1K. I can get rid of that. So, I've been here a little while. Maybe it was always this bad and I just didn't know about it. Maybe it's gotten worse. Things have gotten more divisive in the US and there's a lot of issues going on and all kinds of stuff. Maybe that's part of it. I don't know. Do I just get rid of this just because it's 7K? It's going to be hard to justify getting rid of that. Oh, these are shit. I totally forgot how garbage those were. Alright, perfect. Maybe I just wasn't aware of how bad it was over the last 2 years, but it feels like it's gotten a lot worse with YouTube. And from an objective standpoint, I can't justify spending my time on this because it's not... there is no future for me here. There isn't. Like, it would be very naive to think that I have a future on YouTube. And I'm certainly not... God, that was terrible. I'm kind of okay with what I took home, but that could have been so much better than it was. We'll go back to town. I'm a little disappointed in that outcome, but what are you gonna do? It's still nighttime, though, so we'll hop right back in. I'm assuming that's how my last run... Oh no, not likely. Anyway. So thinking about just looking at my presence on YouTube logically, just do the math. One, there's no expectation whatsoever that I will ever go anywhere with YouTube, financially speaking. It's just not something that one could reasonably expect to happen. It's completely unreasonable to expect that that's a possible outcome for me at this point. And I don't think that was always true. I think a couple years ago when I started that maybe there was a door that was open. Maybe there was a place that I could fit in, but given that really the kind of content I do doesn't succeed on YouTube anymore, YouTube isn't interested in it succeeding anymore, and YouTube isn't interested in me succeeding at all because they don't really give a shit about anyone who's under a few 100,000 subs at this point. And even people with that many subs, probably they don't care about too much. I'm just gonna rush through this. There's no reason for me to waste time on the first floor. So given that there's no reason to ever expect my presence on YouTube to... That's fine. To be particularly beneficial to me personally, and also that I'm not motivated to work with this company or be here because they're acting like shitheads pretty much everywhere that they can, and etc, etc. Like, you can kind of see I'm kind of mad I got hit there. That was my fault. It's kind of difficult to justify yeah, well, justify is really the right word. It's kind of hard for me to justify spending the time making videos at this point. It doesn't mean I'm gonna leave YouTube. That's not where this is going at the moment. I mean, it may go there eventually, and it almost certainly will. I'm not gonna do this until I die, so inevitably there is a time when I'm going to leave YouTube, but... You know, hopefully you can kind of see where I'm coming from. It's kind of like there's really no benefit to me whatsoever to be here at this point and do these. I'm just doing it mostly out of inertia. And I don't necessarily dislike doing it, but it's a convenient excuse to say that I should just go to streams, because streams are worse from a time commitment standpoint. From a content standpoint, it's a lot easier to do stuff on a stream. It's much easier to be funny on a stream. It's much easier to talk on a stream because you're ideally, I mean sometimes no one's there, but ideally you're interacting with chat and you can kind of have a conversation, and that's a lot easier than doing solo content on YouTube. Also, it's easier to get people to do, you know, to stream with, I think. So, it's, yeah, I don't know. I really don't like this enemy. Very annoying enemy type to face. But yeah, general point I was getting to there was just, it's convenient to say, oh, well, you know, Twitch is so much better, and the type of content makes more sense on Twitch too. I know I said that before. But yeah, it's that's kind of where I'm at right now, and I'm kind of struggling with that thought process, because it is really kind of hard to justify doing this, to be honest. There's a lot of other stuff. I could be cooking right now, I could be learning a new skill, I'm looking into Android development still. Mobile development seems interesting, and I kind of already have a lot of the tools required to do it. There's better things I could be, or I could be streaming more. And pretty much any of those options makes a lot more sense for me personally. So it'd be easy to say, okay, well that's probably the inevitable conclusion of this, and just say, fuck it, we're going there, but I'm still kind of holding on, and I don't know what I'm expecting to find on YouTube that's going to change my mind and make me want to do this more, but it's, yeah, I don't know. Right now I'm not, this isn't me saying I'm leaving YouTube, but it's me saying that at the moment I see that as probably something of an inevitability. I don't know. At this, I really don't know at this point. And that doesn't mean that the channel would disappear. I'd probably just have stuff from streams on here, which I realize a lot of people probably wouldn't be happy about, but yeah, I don't know. Hopefully you guys can understand where I'm coming from. Also, you know, on top of all of this, I don't think I'm a particularly compelling YouTuber or anything. That's the other thing. I'm not naturally charismatic, which is beneficial for this kind of work, so I understand why I'm at where I'm at. I just also don't think YouTube is doing anything to help with that. I think they used to. It's the other thing that's really interesting is I kind of think that as long as there's a demand for this kind of content, which there is, but not as much as there used to be, because people got better at it and they do produced content now, and also a lot of the people who watch it are kids who are mainly going for guys like PewDiePie who are shitbirds, but that's besides the point. God, I hate those assholes. They're so just dickish in every sense of the word. Do I want to just turn these into... Yeah, I should probably turn those into the other thing. I mean, they are worth less than the stuff I'm selling right now, but the thing is, I can do this. Yeah, I think this is the right decision. Do it this way. I don't even care. I'm mad I didn't get that. I don't have room in my inventory. I should have known that, considering I just organized it, but it's not something you're thinking about when you see, ooh, valuable loot. I need that. I don't need that anymore, though, is the thing, so I should have I just remembered that that was one of the last things I needed for a previous upgrade, so I wanted to try to grab it. The other thing is more of a personal thing, and this means nothing until I make something of it, so I'm not really saying anything by saying this. I'm just saying this is how I feel about myself personally. I need to put my money where my mouth is first, but I feel like I'm better at doing game development than I am at commenting over games, to be honest with you. Oh, what do I want to get rid of? What just happened? No, I didn't want to... Okay, this is actually fine. I just didn't want to do this. That's totally fine, though. We're on the 3rd floor, and I didn't lose any loot to do this, so it's fine. But yeah, I feel like I'm not... If I was ever going to be popular in a context like this, and it wouldn't be doing this kind of a thing, but if I was ever going to be someone who was on YouTube and was popular on YouTube or a similar platform, it would likely be because I had made something else that made people give a shit about my opinion. And, like, I would have to basically prove that I'm an expert, and I'm not currently because I haven't done any of this shit yet, but if I made a product and prove that I knew what I was doing, I think there is a world in which I could, you know, be on a platform like this and be successful. But it would have to come from expertise elsewhere. It would never come from this directly. So, probably my feeling is that expertise is game development, if anything. I do believe that I would be good at making games, or at least some games, which is one reason why I want to do app development. Because I kind of... If programming would help me at work anyway, there's very little reason for me not to just say, well, fuck it, why don't I'll pursue this more and keep doing my job, and it benefits me in both places. I can do it as a hobby, and it'll make me better at my job, because I'll be able to automate more stuff, and just go with it. Like, there's no downside to that, and even if I didn't use it for my job, it would be valuable for any other job that I might desire. Or not any other job, but it would open up some doors that are not currently open. So... 3, yeah. Can I get them to you now? Don't I need fruit for that one guy? I don't even know how to check. That's a real problem. I don't understand how the quests work. Oh. There we go. Oh, okay. I really haven't been using merchant stuff at all. This stuff is so expensive to make, it's hard for me to imagine selling it. But I might sell the bow after I beat the boss, because to be honest, there's no need. Oh. They're already completed. Okay. I don't know how I did that. Okay, whatever. So this is how you check quests. It's cool, they're actual months. I'm going like super far into the future. Alright, whatever. Anyway, that was cool to learn about at least. But yeah, I do think that I would be reasonably good at making games, and it's something that I'd like to at least try. Maybe I wouldn't be incredible at it, but I definitely want to try. 10 notes from the Bard Puppet. 10 notes. That's gotta be like a... just you kill it and you get notes. I think that has to be the way that works. Because that definitely is not something that I've gotten before, so I'm assuming that it's something that I will get now because I took the quest. Which is fine. I'll just do like some extra dungeon runs. Because ideally after tonight I'm going to be done with the desert area. Also, it only rewarded 40k, which is a little not great. We are making absolute bank. This has got to be our best day on record. No question whatsoever in my mind. We gotta remember to buy the bank, too. I keep opening my store right away in the morning, and that's not the right way to do it. You should go outside and check stuff first. Alright. I think we're gonna sell out, except for that sword, but... Why don't I... No, there's finally someone coming who's gonna buy the damn sword. Don't go that way, go to the other one. It's right over here. You like fancy stuff, go... Damn it. We sold only 7 different things, and we made 700,000. What a day. Alright. Absolutely no complaints whatsoever about today. Let us buy some potions. Can I really not... Okay, now you'll do it. What the hell? Why wouldn't she do it before? That was super weird. Maybe I was selecting the wrong thing. Let's get 40. Two more. There we go. They're not that expensive considering. We should also upgrade our shop. I like this super big cloth thing. Like, that's a really cool banner. You don't see that really these days. I think they, like, particularly... I don't know, probably not. I was gonna say, like, Middle Ages Japan may have had stuff like that, but I don't think they did. I mean... Why not? Like, I'd rather just invest. It seems like we can make money really easily now, so why not? Yeah, okay. Oh, I have to talk to this guy first. Cool. If I can do the last one, I might as well, right? I don't see any reason not to do the final upgrade. Okay, I have to get the bank first. Alright, let's take a look at the shop real quick. Okay, that actually didn't really help that much. I mean, it helped, but not a tremendous amount. Where can I put the wall stuff? There we go. I don't think I had a single thief yesterday. So they seem to be doing their work. I like the carpet a little bit more. I didn't really like the leaf carpet. What happened to my portal? Oh, I didn't make a portal. Fuck. That's a big problem. Alright, well I guess we're going back in then. I should put away my potions. Well, at least I have the 40 that I need now. That sucks. I thought I portaled out, but I didn't really intend to do any of it, so I guess I just left. Which sucks, because there was stuff there that I would have benefited from getting. That is frustrating. Alright, well we'll try to get up to the boss this time. It shouldn't be too difficult. But yeah, I probably should have talked about all that stuff in the Life is Feudal series, but it's a little depressing, I think. Like, if you are a fan of the channel, and if you are, thank you, I appreciate that. Because there's not a massive amount of you, and any viewership that I do get, I do appreciate. It sucks to hear that, you know? If you enjoy something and the person who's making it says, this is terrible, I hate, well, I don't hate making it, but it's not benefiting me to make it, that probably, it sucks, you know? I would imagine that doesn't feel good to hear. I wouldn't like hearing that about the guys that I watch. I watch Mathis Games, Northern Lion, Last Grey Wolf, Alpaca Patrol, Bear Taffy's really good. There's a few other guys, Rockley Smile. There's a few other guys I'm not mentioning. Most of them are like more Twitch than YouTube. Which is another factor, you know. Not that that's convincing me to get off YouTube or anything. It's just, you know, it speaks to the realities of the market currently. Basically, where they are speaks to, like, they actually, every one of those guys does it full-time. I do it part-time, because I have a day job. So if they look at the way things are and make a decision, that means more time on Twitch and less or none on YouTube. They clearly, I mean, they know more than I do. So unless I'm deciding that they're stupid, I mean, I have to understand where they're coming from and why. Now, their content's not the same as mine, necessarily, which is a factor, but it is, aside from quality, being that theirs is higher quality than mine, I would say that it's not that different. Oh, right. I always forget about these things. Alright, we can go down. Let's go down. No hits on the first floor, gotta be happy about that. That's not always something that I manage. Wow, I didn't get hit there. I mean, I didn't get hit initially rolling through, which I was surprised by. I think we're very lucky that we did not take more hits there. Even though we got hit plenty, we have to be thankful that that's all it was. Little lucky we didn't take a hit there either. That was a wall. I didn't see that at all. I should have been hit. Really? Those take more than one hit to kill? That seems unfair. Not a fan of that. Alright, come on. Send something home. Alright, I guess we're selling trash then. Fine. I don't think, yeah, this is gonna be a dead end. We're supposed to get notes from these guys, but I don't... Get rid of that. It's only worth 2k, that's tempting because it's not gonna stack. I have a feeling insulating dust is actually worth a fair amount. This is worth nothing. So that gets axed. Those are not worth much, so screw it. Alright, back through the... okay. Nice work, Moose. Well played. I would like to get this. I think that makes good sense. One piece of jelly is not worth holding on to. Forget this. Yeah, that was dumb. Can't really argue that. Please, I'm begging you, let me send some shit home. Okay, that probably wasn't the right call. Could have tried to pursue some stacking. I think these two we just... No. I wish you couldn't even mouse over those while you're moving an item. It's very frustrating. Alright. Also, it doesn't help, by the way, that... Well... This is a minor thing. I don't know how many Nintendo games I'd play on YouTube anyway. It doesn't help that Nintendo is incredibly backwards when it comes to YouTube streaming. Because a lot of you guys probably don't know this, however many of you are watching this, I actually stream like a lot of Splatoon 2. It's one of the games I enjoy streaming the most. It's really good for streaming, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, this is valuable, but I don't really know that anything else is less valuable exactly, aside from these. It's not at all what I wanted you to take there, but okay. I guess the potions... Don't be stupid, Moose. You have crap in your top row. Get rid of it. This sucks. There we go. I was looking on the other side thinking, oh, I could put it on the right side. That's where it goes, right? Very good, down to the 3rd floor. We'll try to get to the boss quickly because we are kind of full up here. We're not really sitting on a lot of space. What a convenient place for you to spawn. No, why do you have to use the attack that I hate more than anything else? I actually kind of hate every attack this guy has, so it's not strictly fair to say that, but... Okay, none of the crap on the ground is worth anything. Finally, something that sends something home. Definitely get rid of that, because there's no way in hell that's ever going to stack. And then probably this, because it'll stack. And I think I would rather 4 of something that's probably good is better than 1 of these, I would imagine. And then just sell this guy. Wasn't too terrible. I don't know that we're really missing out on any real significant amount of value here. I think we're doing alright for the moment. Okay, that's what I like to see, because that means we're on our way. Okay, so you drew drop notes. I hate you so much. Why do you have to do this? I actually don't... Yeah, that didn't hit me. Okay. Learn something new every day. Alright. Oh, no. I was gonna say my gut says to get rid of those, but why would I even do that? Don't be stupid, Moose. Alright, here's the boss. It should be simple enough to get out of this without taking damage, not that that matters. Okay, I would love to... get rid of something. Everything I have is like good value, or useful, because it's from an area that I can't get to yet. That's probably the worst. No, you know what? These don't actually help me. It's 7k, man, that's gonna be hard to walk away from. Get rid of... no, that's 6. I don't want to get rid of 6 of those. Yeah. It's worth it to take those. Alright, we're gonna do it right this time. There we go. Alright, now we should be able to go after the boss, which we'll probably be doing in the next episode. Yes, we will, because we're at the 50-minute mark almost. It's been a while since I recorded. Don't really have a feel for it at the moment. Very good. Alright, and that is going to do it for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It was something that I needed to talk about for my own sanity, so hope you guys enjoyed it, or at least interested in the subject matter. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, there's always the Twitch stream, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, 6 to 8 p.m. PST, 9 to 11 p.m. EST. Feel free to come by and check it out. If not, thanks for watching here on YouTube, and I'll see you next time. Take care.